Welcome to Billy Ho Sports. Thank you for tuning in. Please remember to subscribe to the channel and don't forget to like and comment on the videos. I hope you enjoy the show. Now, let's go. Hello, Billy Ho here. And yes, we are back for another season of PGA content. Holler at the Discord, Billy Ho's Flophouse. What's up, fellas? I know y'all are excited to get back on the grind. And yes, we had a couple weeks to reset, and we had week one of the NFL kicking off yesterday. Pretty exciting and good action and whatnot to keep us going. Now we got PGA back, the fall swing, and this is what I consider a great opportunity for everyone, like in our Discord and people that might be watching and followers and subs. This is a great time to take advantage of more casual and less experienced players, because it always seems when the NFL season kicks off, they always want to test the waters on a little PGA action. So it's always good to have new blood. And like I said, Billy Ho contest will be out. I've noticed that the pricing is out, and if you stick around, we'll do something real special with the Billy Ho. So make sure you watch toward the end of the video on that. And then we'll get the first thing I want to tell you on contest selection is enter your normal contests. And I probably told you this before. There is always opportunity for overlay when it comes to these contests. And the first contest we have this year is none other than the Fortinet Championship, Silverado Country Club, Napa Wine Country, California. 3-hour time difference. So we get on the East Coast somewhere like 11 a.m. or 10:45 a.m. lock. So we can always keep an eye out for contests that aren't filling. You can either catch rake free or even better, and you increase those men payouts to the mid 30s, 33, 35% instead of 22%. Always a good thing. Now, Silverado Country Club is a short 7,100 and change par 72 golf course. We're back in Cali, so the fairways are going to be a mixture of Bermuda and POA grass, and the greens, we are back on the pure POA, West Coast POA, Max Homa POA, that kind of POA. Greens are fairly generous, 6,200 square feet on average. And there's a 3-inch rough that is bluegrass, but I don't find it super penal. I think the main defense of this golf course is the tree-lined fairways and narrow fairways and lots of dog legs. So you can't just bomb. I mean, you have to be really accurate with your drives. I do like the longer hitters this week, and I'll get to that in a few minutes. And so the numerous dog legs will set up harder approach shots, and you have to be in the right spots. Also, strategically placed bunkers to give the course a bit of that Augusta National feel. And they also have the very sloping type grid greens, like quadrant greens that you see at Augusta. So if you got to be smart with your approach shots, you're better to be 20 foot on a flat putt than 9 feet from a downhill hooker. So keep that in mind. There's also in a AKA like Augusta, a lot of the greens have been mown down, closely shaved. So you'll see a lot of bump and run around the greens. Let's see. Greens also will play firm and fast. I took a quick peek at the weather. Doesn't look like there's much going on as of yet. There's always marine layer in the morning, depending on what the dew point is. So we've had delays in the past where they couldn't start on time because of the marine layer fog. So keep that in mind. And so chilly in the AM, mid 70s by lunchtime. It's a classical easy golf course that we're probably going to see somewhere in the neighborhood of minus 20, high teens winter. So, skill sets. Let's get into it. All right. So this week is I looked it up and it's really a whole lot of wedges between 75 and 140, 150, mostly like in that 100 range, that 120 range. So basically a wedge fest. Accuracy off the tee because the course has narrow fairways is always helpful. Greens and regulation, which I don't, this is my original or my model from last year, so I didn't really tweak it that much, but greens gained, I would add to that. And a little bit of scrambling because I think a lot of the winners, because you're not always obviously going to hit the fairways because they're narrow, but they're not super penal. So good drives is something I might get into along with the distance. These are just some things I'm throwing out. There are several difficult par fours we need to navigate, and it seemed like all of the par threes were the more difficult holes on the golf course. So we'll keep that in mind. Just taking a quick look at the scorecard here, you can see the par three number one hole, or the number two hole, I should say, the first ranked hole, and then you got 2, 3, and 4 are all difficult holes, short par fours, but difficult because of the dog legs, and there's not much water in play. You can see the par fives are not super long, but then again, you don't have that super high eagle rate either. 44% is about the highest birdie percentage you get on the number 5 par 5. Down here, you're only getting 38%, and you're only getting 35%. So you have to play these par fives well. That is paramount to scoring. And most of the time, the guys do pretty well at that. And there are a few short. You can see 375. So the closing holes, 16, 17, 18, for your showdown purposes is a pretty good wraparound starting on 10, because you got two par fives in a stretch. I guess it wouldn't hurt going either way, but then again, you get 16, 17, and 18, and you do come back around to a decently birdie hole in number one. So either way, I'll take that back. I don't think it's a super big opportunity one way or the other, but you do have these three holes here. So last year's winner, Max Homa, gained over 6 strokes on the field on those par fives. So to sum it up, good drives gained with a bit of distance bump, and approaches from 75 to 150, Gers gained. I'm going to throw in a little short game and scrambling, and I will probably have some of this tee to green action. And this was just a last 6 months model as we get into players. And so I thought, well, last 36 rounds, last 6 months, I did actually check this Korn Ferry box because we have Korn Ferry graduates. I do believe in the tournament, and I haven't familiarized myself with who they are yet. But all these names so far look familiar. I was going to see if I could find a few names that were unfamiliar, and I thought I saw a few in there earlier, but maybe they're down toward the bottom. Yeah, there's going to be guys like Trevor Cone, Augustine, we know, Tano Goya, Endicott. So yeah, there's some guys in here. So Nunez, Carson Young. So we'll have to dig into them a little bit more in the week. So join me in the Discord for that. And so what I thought I might do is take a look at a couple of players that we know and love. Taylor Pendrith, long off the tee, great with those short wedges. Remember how he was dialing them in some of those tournaments earlier toward the end of the season? So I like him this week. Cam Davis is always a threat because he kills it off the tee and he eats par fives. Brendan Steele, wedge fest. The only thing you got to worry about him is he going to be a disaster on the greens. Davis Riley, fourth in the model. I will do some deep diving on him because he's just such a good DraftKings scorer. He kind of fell off toward the last couple of tournaments, but you know, I think he could get it together. Max Homa, your defending champion, nothing wrong with him. I think Goddard might be good this week because he's long, good on par fives. Tee to green seems to come together. He's a little iffy around the greens, but maybe the shaved, non-rough edges might be some difference. Corey Connors, obviously. Steven Jagerbombs, dude, number one in par fives, birdie or better. He makes a ton of birdies, even though he is not long off the tee. He is really good around the green. He can putt. I think he's pretty solid fourth in the model in a strokes gained approach. So we'll keep an eye on him. Trey Mullinax, the winner of our tournament here in Lexington. Patrick Rogers is always a threat to top 15. He never seems to have that top 5 or winning upside. Maybe this year will be different for him. Lee Hodges, I like. Sahith. This screams Sahith, doesn't it? I mean, he can just whack it out there strategically. He hits his irons good, and he's always a good par 5 scorer. So all these guys, I mean, there's plenty of guys to go through, and we'll get into them as we go along. But what I wanted to do as a very special for our dudes here is we're going to just bust out the Billy Ho contest right now. Because right before I shot this video, I saw that they had the pricing out, and I thought, oh, man, that's awesome. All right, then. So we're going to do Fortinet Championship multiplayer, and we are going to stick with the 40-player format. I think that's just fine. I don't, we're not going to add on a whole ton of people and top 2 paid. So we'll call it Billy Hustle Fortinet. I love how they save that. We always make it resizable. So $2 entry. I'm not using crowns. There it is. Bam. And you know what? If you want, we're going to just start this off by choosing this just a quick hitter lineup. Woo, 9,800 for Pendrith. That's solid. Damn. All right, then. Let's get down in here into the, I don't know. What did I say? Jaeger bombs. He's always a nice low-key guy. Griot's been playing pretty well. Brendan Steele's probably lock button. Let's see here. Champ has won before. We'll give him a shot. And this is just a lineup just to get it entered. It's not really anything crazy. So, we can say, oh, yeah, let's tailor more of this bitch. And Wyndham Clark is a bomb and putt guy. Now we got 9,400. And we can go. I almost want to play Davis Riley instead of Brendan Steele, but we'll plug in. We'll just fill the salary with Riley for now. And there it is. Your first official Billy Ho contest on the big screen, right? Well, I hope you like the show. I hope you're subscribed to the channel. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please do so. I'm right at 200. I want by the middle of next year, I want to get this 1,000. It's going to be, I know it's going to be an uphill battle. It's on me to produce the kind of content you want to watch and maybe be helpful. So I feel like I'm doing a pretty good job of that. I'm getting better every day. So until the next time, might be a Tuesday video coming out. So we will see you soon. Thanks for watching.